later on tonight.
So Joao Plata, and this is wonderful by Jesse Lingard, who stays with his runner, able to create enough difficulties for Joao Plata, and a tremendous tackle. Good interchange by Real Salt Lake, but a tremendous tackle by Jesse Lingard.
Fabulous bit of defensive work, wasn't it, as the cross comes in, but inventive play from RSL, opening up United defence again. And it's had a completely different feel about it to the friendly we saw 48 hours ago at the StubHub Centre.
The moment that Joao Plata takes his touch inside, he thinks, I'm scoring. And Jesse Lingard able to get his body across Joao Plata, and a great tackle.
Fighting ball for Daley Blind to move on to Pogba. Haul his pass in. Real Salt Lake coming off, as I mentioned, 12-day break. It was basically a 10-day mini pre-season. That's how Mike Petke referred to it as. He didn't have a pre-season as RSL coach. He took over after Jeff Cassar was let go 3 games into the year.
And may I just say that if you're letting a coach go 3 games into the season, that means that you weren't really comfortable with that coach to begin the season. So why not make the change in the offseason? I don't quite understand it.
Well, it was a bit of a head scratcher, wasn't it? I mean, Mike Petke was appointed in December as head coach of Real Monarchs, and then Cassar was given all of 3 games to try and steady his particular ship.
Well, the moment that Mike Petke was hired as Real Monarchs coach, you know that Jeff Cassar was thinking, uh-oh.
Right. Petke, of course, who was on the wrong end of a very controversial dismissal himself in New York, but his team are really acquitting themselves very well here. Savarino, the switch flanks for now. The Venezuelan going to work. To send it for a corner. Already the 4th corner of the night for the home team. And a lot more home fans here, Ali, than there were at the StubHub Centre, where it was probably 95% Manchester United fans. With the corner. Beyond the reach of Luis Silva.
Are you telling me that there were fans at the StubHub Centre that are LA Galaxy fans who were actually dressed in Manchester United gear?
Well, that's a possibility. We didn't actually quiz them all.
Oh, okay, all right.
There was a lot of red.
Well, I thought you had done your job.
International Champions Cup, the ICC presented by Heineken, will have Roma taking on PSG. That'll be Wednesday at 8 Eastern on ESPN2, the ESPN app as well. As the ICC really gets going. Manchester United will be a big part of that tournament. They have a grueling schedule. I think a trip to Houston for game against Manchester City on Thursday, and then Real Madrid and Barcelona, just for good measure. Scott McTominay. United Academy product. He's been linked to the club in some shape or form since he was 5 years old, Ali. How do you like that?
Well, he's only 20, so there you go.
He's already a veteran. Been with them 15 years. Here's Savarino. Very good stick burst from him. A good ball too, and Silva is on the end of it! And RSL have broken through, and it's been coming. a little outshot at the moment in terms of centre forward play, and perhaps responding to that with a shot from distance.
If you're Justin Glad, you cannot allow Romelu Lukaku to get the ball, turn, get his head up, and create enough space to hit the shot on target.
Điều lúc này cần đó là hãy cho Lukaku một chút thời gian. Rusnak.
Finzone chưa bao giờ là một hậu vệ được đánh giá cao về khoản bắt bài tình huống. Solek đang có lý do để có thể chơi chậm lại.
Hơn một nửa thời gian thi đấu chính thức của F1 đã trôi qua và tỷ số là 1-0 nghiêng về phía đội chủ nhà. Một điều mà không nhiều người nghĩ tới trước khi trận đấu này diễn ra, bởi rõ ràng Real Madrid vẫn, thưa quý vị, Manchester United đang là đội bóng được đánh giá cao hơn rất nhiều.
Michael Carrick, Plata đang chơi rất nhiệt ở trên hàng công của Real Solek. Lindelof, mỗi tuyến của MU đều đang có những vị trí không thường xuyên đá cặp cùng với nhau. Lại là một pha chuyền hỏng, lần này đến từ Finzone.
Hơi chậm mất rồi. Tình huống bắt bài tốt của Paul Pogba.
Sau Ponsco thì có lẽ bây giờ MU đang tìm thấy một người phân phối bóng cả với bóng dài lẫn bóng ngắn tuyệt vời. Paul Pogba đang cho thấy tố chất của một cầu thủ hàng đầu thế giới.
Rõ ràng với một mức phí chuyển nhượng và mức lương hiện tại thì các cổ động viên vẫn trông chờ Pogba nhiều hơn. Như vậy là tỷ số đã được quân bình 1-1 với bàn thắng của Mkhitaryan. Cầu thủ người Armenia luôn luôn là như vậy, có những pha dứt điểm rất lạnh lùng. 2 bàn thắng trong 2 trận đấu liên tiếp. Chơi không ấn tượng trong suốt những phút vừa qua trên sân, nhưng khi ngay có cơ hội thì Mkhitaryan lập tức ghi tên mình lên bảng tỷ số. Hàng phòng ngự của đội chủ nhà đã bị đánh gục tương đối dễ dàng.
Cách mà Mkhitaryan ăn mừng cũng như những người đồng đội của anh có cảm giác như đó là một pha bóng mà Mkhitaryan đã việt vị, nhưng bảng tỷ số đã nhảy. Cũng giống như trong hiệp 2 của trận đấu LA Galaxy, Mkhitaryan là người ghi bàn đầu tiên dành cho MU. Cách đây 2 ngày thì người đã kiến tạo cho Mkhitaryan là Anthony Martial. Năm ngoái thì Mkhitaryan cũng trải qua một mùa giải khá lên xuống với những chấn thương. Mặc dù đang có được 2 bàn thắng trong chuyến du đấu mùa hè của MU cho đến thời điểm này, nhưng ban lãnh đạo của Manchester United vẫn đang khá lo lắng về cân nặng của Mkhitaryan. Sau một quãng thời gian nghỉ hè, Mkhitaryan đã tăng đến 2 cân. không việt vị.
Trong số những cầu thủ mà huấn luyện viên Mourinho đưa về với sân vận động Old Trafford thì có lẽ Mkhitaryan là cầu thủ duy nhất có chiều cao dưới chuẩn.
Может быть, слишком экспериментально, но кто его знает. Кубок Лиги. А вот еще один пас не вложил в ногу Мкхитаряну. Но там, возможно, и офсайд, хотя флаг не выпадет. Вот они. Запасные Солт-Лейк, а запасных у Юнайтед боеспособных еще больше. Я думаю, что не откажет себе главный тренер Реала тоже сделать по максимуму замен, чтобы дать своим сыграть против Юнайтед. Вот так вот, буквально как в мини-футболе. Все на... Пробуждение, понять, что же случилось. Все уходят. Жозе Моуриньо как-то потряс футбольную общественность, сделав тройную замену в вполне себе официальном и очень важном матче. Ну а здесь почему бы и нет? Я не удивлюсь, если окажется в регламенте строчка с обратными заменами всех, а потом еще с одними заменами, то есть чтобы действительно играли как в волейболе или в мини-футболе. Знаете, не возьмусь вам перечислить всех вышедших на замену. Давайте просто по ходу разбираться. Вот нам график что-то подскажет. В любом случае мы выразим досаду по поводу отсутствия сегодня заявки Юрия Мовсисяна. Ну и будем смотреть на новых футболистов в составе.
First touch from that Marcelo Silva was a confident one. Back to Lalo Fernandez. Places Nick Romando in goal. Tell you the defensive midfield partnership is now Luke Mulholland and Nick Beasler. Haven't seen too much of Nick Beasler. He, of course, the brother of Matt Beasler. Matt went to Notre Dame. Originally drafted by the Timbers. His first year here in Salt Lake. Jose Hernandez is also out there. Other names perhaps you're not so familiar with. Andrew Brody. He's wearing number 45. He's out there on the right-hand side. You can see him on the screen. Brooks Lennon has come on to get a few minutes. A big evening for him. I'll get into that. It's Aaron Mond looking at, and Sebastian Salcedo just completing the 11-man switch. Manchester United readying some changes as well, perhaps. Jose Mourinho is actually going to wait till half-time to do so. Certainly the case on Saturday night. Victor Lindelof. Carrick on to Jones. Daley Blind. Signed after 2014 World Cup. His Dutch manager Louis van Gaal. And crosswise there between Lingard and Lukaku. Salcedo to Acosta on the overlap. Big jump from Chris Wingert. Nick Beasley winning it back for Mulholland. He'll be enjoying this. Luke Mulholland grew up about 30 miles and started his footballing odyssey in the USL with the Wilmington Hammerheads. Acosta serving it in. Shape to the cross from Danilo Acosta. He's another one of those United States under-20 World Cup players. The wheelbarrow involving Luke Mulholland.
I believe it was Chris Wingert, actually.
Oh, was it Chris Wingert? Couldn't tell. He was upside down.
Oh, see, that was cute, Adrian. I like that.
We're doing the egg and spoon race next. It's McTominay. It's early days, of course. Lukaku just trying to find his rhythm and the runs of his teammates.
But because he hasn't been all that involved, you see him trying to come to the ball, getting perhaps anxious, not getting the ball where he wants it. And the last thing that you want to see from Romelu Lukaku, if you're a Manchester United fan, is him coming closer to the midfield rather than posting up, rather than being a central presence in the attack. He has a tendency to look for spaces out wide, to come underneath. If you're Manchester United, he's going to be productive for you as long as he is inside that 18-yard box.
McTominay to Fosu Mensah. Another one of those young players trying to establish his place in the Old Trafford hierarchy. Fosu Mensah, a 19-year-old. Now then, Mkhitaryan. Lukaku, is this the moment for him? Still might be. Romelu Lukaku! A breakthrough for Lukaku. Composure and clinical finishing. That's what they've spent £75 million for. And United have turned a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead.
And I just got done talking about Romelu Lukaku being a presence inside the 18-yard box. Beautiful service by Henrik Mkhitaryan. Not the cleanest first touch, gets away from him and he's able to get control of the ball. The defending by Real Solek all over the place. Goalkeeper comes out. They take each other out. And at this point, as easy can be for Romelu Lukaku.
As you said, the first touch heavy, but the second touch, the recovery, delightful. It took out both defender and goalkeeper. Left him with a fairly simple task. The first of what they hope will be many, many goals for the Belgian striker. Here's Andrew Brody at the other end. Second-year Real Monarchs player. From Orlando, Florida, originally. Part of the Orlando City under-23 side a couple of years ago. Now what can Sebastian Salcedo do from the corner? Another home there for Real Salt Lake. Touched away by Phil Jones. The 28-year-old Armenian.
Mkhitaryan does have the ability not only to pick out passes as we have seen him in this first half, but also getting in between the lines, getting in behind, those runs off the ball. His movement away from the ball is very good. If he's able to time those runs, then he becomes a whole lot more dangerous.
Mkhitaryan might have been hoping to meet up with his Armenian teammate here at Viiper-YeBoiSnow today as Lukaku sets his sights once more. Dragging at the shot just a little wide. Stay with us for the Ally half-time report. ESPN FC's Dan Thomas and Craig Burley will give us their take on what's going on at Manchester United. They've nipped out to LA and have stationed themselves at the UCLA training facilities where United have set up camp. They'll be on the Ally half-time report. Lingard back to Pogba. Do you imagine the Jose Mourinho assessment will be, Ali, from what he's seen in this first half?
I think disappointed with the first 20-25 minutes where Real Salt Lake were the better team, created opportunities. The runs off the ball by Real Salt Lake in the final third created all sorts of problems for Manchester United defensively. You give up a goal, and then there was a nice reaction. Overall, you expect Manchester United to be a whole lot better than what essentially is a second team here at Real Salt Lake, and we have seen that difference demonstrated over the last 10 minutes. Mourinho may be concerned by just the lack of defending in those first 20 minutes. However, they're only a week into preseason, so I don't know how much you can really evaluate out of these matches.
Yeah, still trying to really build fitness at this stage, aren't they? And playing their second game in 48 hours, essentially. Mkhitaryan again falling foul of the offside flag. Armenia's top scorer all time, Mkhitaryan. You're Movsisian is third on that list, but Movsisian putting himself in the doghouse here. Mike Petke kept out of proceedings tonight. Officially a hip injury, Ali. I'm not quite sure how sore the hip actually is.
How official is the official injury?
To Joe Pereira. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of changes Mourinho makes at half-time. He changed all its starters at half-time on Saturday against the Galaxy. I think he brought
себя чем-либо. Просто интересно, да? Ну и во втором тайме, сразу вас предупреждаем, мы увидим совершенно другой Юнайтед. По составу я имею в виду. Так что, возможно, Лукаку надо воспользоваться последними минутами, чтобы себя показать. Опа. Перевод направо. А это передача. Ну, вот этих передач с фланга, наверное, в этом смысле Юнайтед не будет отличаться от себя самого предыдущего сезона, потому что и Ибрагимович тоже на эти передачи абсолютно так же откликался, как и будет выходить Лукаку. И в глубину Златан Ибрагимович тоже спускался, чтобы вот здесь с кем-то обыграться. Может быть, даже чересчур увлекался этим процессом. И Лукаку сейчас, смотрите, тоже тут. Чем это чревато? Да тем, что будет атака и может просто не успеть на свою позицию футболист. Как, кстати, уже было разочек в этом тайме. Помните, момент с прострелом. Гарек.